That's what the Bible says.
So then when you watch what's going on in Gaza or what's been happening in Israel, Palestine for decades now, if not over a century, what do you make of it? Do you support the Palestinians?
I would probably say I'm neutral, right? But if I was to say who's more right, the Palestinians are more right than the Israelis. Because
why would you be neutral?
Because I don't support neither one of them. The land of Israel belongs to us. So I don't think the Palestinians have a right, or the Israelis, but the Palestinians have more right than the Israelis because they was there when the Israelis invaded. Like the Israelis wasn't even looking for that land. That wasn't going to be their first play. They was looking for anywhere to put them people. Like I think they was looking for places in Africa to put the Israelis.
It was the Uganda plan for sure.
Yep. I think even in South America, they was looking to put the Israelis. You go look at the Belfort Act, you look at all those things, when you look at that history, and even what made it worse, and why I say I'm neutral, but more on the Palestine side, is that there's videos you can see. I debated this Jewish guy on this subject, and there's a video where you can see where the Palestinians was welcoming them into the land.
Yeah,
there was supposed to be a deal where there was only a certain amount of Israelis that can come into the land, because that was supposed to be the compromise. They was only supposed to take this portion and take that portion. But if you know anything about the white man, so now just for the record, the Jewish people are white people just like Americans are white. We don't separate them. They're all white people for us. The Jewish man is just what we would say is the chief tribe of the white man. So like any good white man, they're gonna make a deal with you and then they're gonna break the deal. And so what they did, you gonna say something?
No, my brain is moving. Go ahead.
So what they did was they broke just like they broke the treaty with the Native Indians over here, the Jewish man just broke every treaty with the Palestinians. And so because the goal of the Jewish man is to take everything, they would rather eradicate every Palestinian if they could.
See, I think that's about Israelis and about Zionists. I don't think that's about Jews, right? And I always make that distinction, right? Because and this is where the anti-Semitism conversation comes up. For me, I don't have any criticisms of Jews for being Jewish or as Jews, right? I don't, I have issues with the Israeli government, and although it is a Jewish state, I don't have an issue with the Israeli government because they're Jewish. I have an issue with the Israeli government because they're committing genocide right now. And if they were Christian or Muslim, or if they were, if they were ethnic Albanians, or if they were Negroes, a genocide is a genocide is a genocide to me. And so for me, the issue with what's happening in Gaza isn't about Jewishness, or the issue about breaking treaties, or about sort of going from sharing the land to taking over the land and making an apartheid state, which is what they've done, is about, it's not about the Jewishness. So for me, I always want to make that distinction. But for you, and when I say you, I mean your organization as well, you all have been pretty sort of transparent in saying that you all reject the legitimacy.
Yeah, we do.
Of European Jews.
Yeah, we reject all of them. I remember Helen Thomas, that white woman, told that reporter when she said they should go back home, and the reporter said, "What do you mean?" She said, "Well, they should go back home to Russia and Poland and Germany." They fired her that day. They fired her when she told.
After decades of being in the White House press room.
Right, after decades of being, once she told the truth. So whether now the Zionists would be like the Klan over here. And then the regular white person. So you got the regular white person, and then you got the Klan. So what you're saying is like you got the regular so-called Jew, and then you got the Zionist type of Jew. But the regular so-called Jew benefits from what the Zionist Jew is doing anyway. So just like the Klan, just like the regular white person benefits off of what the Klan did over here. So that's why we don't look at them as any different at all, because whatever the Zionist Jew does for them, they're going to take it.